Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, HJ, welcome to my channel. For today's video, we're building Diagon Part 2. So, as I previously said in Part 1, which I will leave a link for in the description down below if you want to go check it out, that I would be posting another poll on my Instagram for the 3 remaining buildings left for Diagon Alley to see which one you want to see me build next. We had Ollivanders, Gringotts Bank, and Quality Quidditch Supplies. And the winner is... insert drum roll. Ollivanders, which I thought wouldn't be the next building I would be building, but I thought it would be Gringotts, but I'm actually kind of happy it wasn't because of the size of that dragon. Heck no, not yet. So yeah, you guys want to see Ollivanders, and why wouldn't you? It's where every wizard's journey starts. You need to get a wand, and we're finer than Ollivanders Wand Shop. And as you can tell, I'm doing this video quite differently today. I thought I'd film myself building Ollivanders, obviously, but I would talk through it. I thought I would do a voiceover style sort of thing to give you guys a bit more information about the Wand Shop and the man himself, Mr. Ollivander, in case you guys are new to the wizarding world or you just don't know that much about him, because I'm going to be honest, I really don't. I don't even know much about Ollivander, to be fair. I think he's a Ravenclaw, which is a bonus for me. But yeah, I think that's about it. So if you like the way I've done this video and you want me to do the next 2 like this, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. If you like this style of video and you want to see more videos from me, feel free to hit that subscribe button, why not? And yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. Okay, so Ollivanders is a wand shop that was founded in 382 BC. That's how long he's been there. And it's located in Diagon Alley, which is in London, and it obviously is owned by the Ollivander family, who are widely known as the best wand makers in Great Britain. So, and it was believed that by Garrick Ollivander, a descendant of the original Ollivanders, that the Ollivanders arrived with the Romans setting up a stall, which in due course it did evolve into the shop, to manufacture and sell wands to ancient British wizards whose wands were crudely made and inferior in quality and performance. So they thought they'd help the wizards out, you know, give them a bit more what they're looking for. The shop itself was described as narrow and shabby, with peeling gold letters on the front of the shop that read Ollivanders, makers of fine wands since 382 BC. And now we all know the Ollivanders is just beautiful. You walk in and you just see all the wands everywhere. It's amazing. The shop's display consists of a solitary wand lying on a faded purple cushion in a dusty window. The shop was tiny, empty except for a single spindly chair in the corner. Thousands of narrow boxes containing wands which were pulled right up to the ceiling of the tiny shop, and the whole place had a thin layer of dust. And they sell wands obviously, but I didn't know this. They sell them for 7 galleons a pop. All those witches and wizards each year going into the first year Hogwarts, and those that need the new wand, and 7 galleons a pop. Wow. That's cheaper than I thought they would be, to be fair. They're not as cheap in the actual real world. I wish they were that cheap. And they also sell a peacock feather for a quill, or if you need it for anything, for 1 Knut. I love saying that word, Knut. And I didn't know this either. There's a branch in Hogsmeade, which is the village near Hogwarts, and it's run by an associate of Ollivander, so that's quite handy, because obviously when you're at Hogwarts you can't just go to Diagon Alley if your wand's broken. Like, it would take you ages to get back there, so that's kind of handy having a counterpart in Hogsmeade. That's actually very cool. Okay, so now I've told you a bit about the shop, let's move on to the main man, shall we, Mr. Ollivander. Obviously played by John Hurt, who we all miss very dearly, and he was one of the characters that set Harry's journey in motion, so it's always going to be like, you see that main part in the first movie where he gets his wand for the first time, and it's just, love it so much. I really want to go back to Universal so I can get chosen and do it at Universal. It'll be so good. But no, here we go. Garrick Ollivander was born to Gervase Ollivander, who was a wizard, and his wife, who was a Muggle-born witch. Oh, so he's a half-blood. I never knew that. That's quite cool. And he was born on the 25th of September, round about 1909. The Ollivander family has long been associated with the profession of wandcraft, as their surname means he who owns the olive wand, which is Mediterranean in origin, suggesting that the family immigrated from Britain. Really cool. Again, he attended Hogwarts school, and he is a Ravenclaw! Woohoo! Not that I'm against any other houses. I love all the Gryffindor, Hufflepuffs and Slytherins, but Ravenclaws. Yes. He grew up in the farming business and showed talent in wand making. He developed an ambition to improve upon the cores and the wood wands he made, and developed and determined to pursue the ideal wand. So he knew wands already existed, but he wanted to improve upon them, obviously to help the witch and wizard master the craft easier, I assume. Before Ollivander's, wizards used a variety of wand cores. The customer would often present their wand maker with a magical substance which they were attached to. He would turn it into their wand core. Mr. Ollivander believed that doing so altered the wand's temperament, and he revolutionised the way wands were crafted by having cores of immensely powerful magical substances, expertly enclosed in specifically selected and complementary wand woods. The result of that being the wand would be matched to an owner then that wand itself felt an affinity for. So obviously people just brung whatever they had an attachment to the wand maker and was like, can you put this in the core of the wand? So Ollivander thought he'd do the next best thing, which was take powerful magical substances for cores, so that way when Harry held his wand, it felt the attachment to Harry. So that's what he decided to do. And while there was an initial resistance to the new way that Ollivander was making the wands, it soon became clear that he was far superior at being a wand maker than any of the other proprietors. His method of locating wand woods and core substances, marrying them together and matching them to the ideal owners were all jealousy guarded secrets that were coveted by rival wand makers. So the wand makers knew that his wands were the best. They tried to find out how he did it, but you weren't going to find anything. As with other wand makers, Ollivander made it his business to study the mystifying Elder Wand in depth, such as its history and characteristics. He believed that the Elder Wand was not a myth or a tale, and showed great enthusiasm with the powerful object, despite the fact that it was dangerous and had a bloody history. Oh no. When held captive by Lord Voldemort, he was forced to release all that information about the wand. He also revealed that the last person rumoured to own it was Grigorovich, who was a foreign wand maker, though he did not believe that. He just thought Grigorovich was spreading around that rumour to boost his business, like he has the Elder Wand, come to me, And it was sometime in the summer of 1938 that Ollivander sold Tom Riddle his first wand, as we know. And then he's gone through his school years and then everything, and after all that, Harry Potter walks into his shop. So as to quote what he said when he saw Harry, "Ah, yes. I thought I'd be seeing you soon, Harry Potter. You have your mother's eyes. Seems only yesterday she was in here herself buying her first wand. 10 1/4 inches long, swishy, made of willow. Nice wand for charm work." And as we all know, his mum was I honestly don't know, we only found out in movies that she was good at potions. We didn't really find out anything else, like what her subject she was good at, but I assume if it's good for charm work, she was an expert at charms maybe, so who knows. So yeah, in the year 1991 to 1992, he supplied Harry with a wand. As he did so, he told Harry a few facts about his wand. He explained that his wand has a core, which is phoenix feather. He told Harry that the body of the wand is made out of a different choice of wood with different magical properties. Ollivander said he made a similar wand using another feather from the same phoenix, but using a different wood. Harry's wand is holly, which symbolises protection, rather than Voldemort's yew, which is symbolic of death. I never knew that. Never knew that was symbolic of death, see? Learning things. He also explained that the wand chooses the wizard, rather than the other way around. Immediately Harry left the shop, Ollivander sent a letter to Albus Dumbledore, informing him of the wand's sale. So you probably had to tell Dumbledore the fact that Harry's wand is the same as Voldemort, so he was just like, got to tell Dumbledore. Which, I never knew about that, which is kind of cool how his symbolises protection, obviously because his mother put the protection charm on him when Voldemort tried to kill him, but obviously her sacrificing her to love put that shield on him completely, so that's kind of cool. And then obviously Voldemort symbolising death. Why wouldn't I have known that? Because what does he like to do? Kill things. Obviously he has to kill Harry Potter in order to be the greatest wizard and to live, because neither can live while the other survives. And they left this out of the films, which was rather annoying, because Ollivander was part of the Triwizard Tournament. I remember reading that, because he had to preside over the wand weighing ceremony for the Triwizard Cup, he was asked to inspect the wands for the champions before the competition started to make sure they were all working properly. He didn't find any problems with the wand's performance. He expressed doubts of Grigorovich's style to Victor Crumb's wand and the use of Vila here and Fleur Delacour's. So yeah, he was used to obviously check the wands were working, that there was no issues, that they could be up to the task of the Triwizard Tournament, which I'm kind of sad because they leave a lot of things out. I know they have to leave a lot of things out because if not, the films be 8 hours long, but I don't think anyone would be complaining about that nowadays because we really want all the details in there. But when they don't bring characters back, like Dobby and Winky and all that, and the Goblet of Fire, they were supposed to be there, wasn't there. So like obviously bringing back Ollivander would have been nice, but obviously it's about commitment and time, and they need to cut things out. It would have been nice to see Ollivander, and as we all know, during the Second Wizarding War he got kidnapped by Death Eaters in 1996, leaving behind the shop, and it was a shame because I literally seen that, and I like when they were walking down the alleyway, and when they came out of Fred and George's shop, and I just seen Ollivander's, and it was just heartbreaking. It is believed that one of the last ones he was sold was to Neville. So Neville Longbottom. So Neville must need his wand repaired, and that was the last one he sold to was Neville. Aww. He was captured by Lord Voldemort and the Death Eaters and was held prisoner at Malfoy Manor, where he was forced to make a new one for Pettigrew. He was tortured by Voldemort for information regarding the cores of his and Harry's wand. Ollivander told him that he merely needed to use a wand other than his own to face Harry, so he wasn't going to rat Harry out or tell him how to kill Harry. Obviously he wouldn't do that. And after using Lucius Malfoy wands and seeing its destruction when faced with Harry and his Phoenix wand, Voldemort rounded on Ollivander for an explanation as why Harry's wand acted as it did. Although he had no answer to give, since no wandmaker had ever witnessed such an event, Ollivander was tortured again by Voldemort and questioned about the most powerful wand in existence, the Elder Wand. So obviously later on he gets saved by Harry, Ron and Hermione when they go to Malfoy Manor. While in the cellar, Harry noted that Ollivander was not looking well due to being repeatedly tortured for long periods of time. Ollivander and the others were saved by Dobby. Aww. I feel so sad about Dobby. Every time I think of Dobby, I just but he was a hero in the end. So after that, he was taken to Shell Cottage with the others, where he was removed for months of imprisonment and torture. And while at Shell Cottage, he was asked by Harry, who wanted to know information about the Elder Wand that Voldemort wanted and was searching for, and have a better understanding of the unique connection that exists between his and Voldemort's wand. After that, Ollivander later departed to Muriel's house, where he remained in hiding for the rest of the war. He later crafted and sent a new wand to Luna Lovegood. Oh, Luna needed a new wand. Oh, cute. And then he returned to the shop for some time after the war ended. Before 2008, he sold a new one to a new student at Hogwarts. Oh. So there we go. That is everything about Ollivanders and the main man himself. I hope that it taught you something. I don't know, it might have done. I'm very sorry for the quality of this audio. I'm very sorry for anything I got wrong. If I'm getting ready to get roasted in the comments. No. But no, I remember when I went to Universal, but that was like 2010, like I said in one of my videos, and just going and queuing and waiting to get into Ollivanders was amazing. Just like seeing the sign there and being like, this is Ollivander's wand shop, and then just queuing around, getting in, and actually standing there and watching someone go through the same sort of ceremony as Harry was so cool. It was just amazing. And then afterwards you get to go into the actual like big part of the shop where all the wands are, and they actually I actually had my own one from Ollivanders in a nice Ollivanders box, which I've still managed to keep in nearly good condition for all these years. My sister had a bit of an accident with super glue and it fell on the box. I'm not bitter about it, but yeah, you go to the guy and you tell him your birthday, and he will give you a wand according to that. So obviously me and Lucy, being twins, we have the same wand. But I haven't been back since they've done the interactive wands, so that looks so cool. I would have loved to have done that, just being able to go around the parks and like do the spells and everything, because my eldest sister goes to Florida with with her family, and when they went the last time, and just seeing one of my nephews doing the spells with this wand was so cute. Like, I was just so jealous because I want to go back to Universal so bad. I haven't been back obviously since 2010, that I hadn't been to the Diagon Alley part, because as I was there, that's when the Jaws ride was closing, so they could build the Diagon Alley section, or like they were going to put something in that we didn't know of. So I haven't been there. I've only been to Hogsmeade, which I don't mind because I love Hogsmeade and there's Hogwarts, but I would really like to go to Diagon Alley, like so bad, like really really badly. And then, like I showed, I have in my one video, I have a bunch of ones, but like I have Lupin's wand, Luna's, and Dumbledore's from Fantastic Beasts, and a whole bunch of other ones which are cool because they come with cards from Geek Gear, and it tells you what the length, the core, and the wood are, and I can look at them all and see them not like see them being in Harry Potter, because some of them are a bit too bright and colourful and a bit odd. There's one that's shaped like a squid. But you can just look at it and think, wow, imagine if this was someone's wand, and you kind of start painting wands to people sometimes. I'm like, oh, this one could go with Luna, and this one could go with Harry, and this one could go with Neville. So I kind of like doing that with Geek Gear, going like, I wonder if he would have this wand. I think Newt Scamander would have the squid, I think. There's no doubt about it, he would have the squid wand, I'm not gonna lie. Luna would have one of the moon ones that I have. I have two that are related to the moon. She would definitely have one of them, obviously. Neville, there's one here that looks like vines wrapped around it. It's got like little plum, like little orange plums on it, looks like, so I think he'd have that just because he likes herbology. But yeah, no, that is everything that I can tell you about Ollivanders. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Again, if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe. I would really like to hit 100 at some point. Just that, I wouldn't mind anything else. But no, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Take care. Bye.